Hi guys, it's Huge. Welcome to Grace Point. I'm actually here with Adrian. Many of you don't know him, but I thought we'd do a quick interview with Adrian. Adrian has been the guy behind the camera these 12 weeks, so I thought it'd be good to have a chat with him, find out what's been happening, what he's been learning, and what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Adrian, look, I just want to find out, what's been the biggest challenge for you the last few months? You know, it's COVID, we're all in isolation, no one seems to be able to go out, we're slowly coming out. What's been the biggest challenge for you?
Yeah, I think actually handling all this live stream stuff has been the biggest challenge for me. Some of you might not know I've been unemployed for about a year, but having this transition to working so much has been a little bit difficult. And I think the most taxing part of it was actually the feeling of kind of losing my Sundays. Working on the live stream week in, week out means that I've kind of seen the sermon maybe 3-4 times before the actual Sunday. So it's been pretty hard to engage with the sermons, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you've been doing the recordings, you've been doing the editing, so you get 5 times the sermon that most normal people at Grace Point don't get. Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's just been it's been a bit of a strange feeling not really having a dedicated day of worship like Sundays usually are, because I'm also kind of monitoring the live stream as well on those Sundays as well.
Yeah, that's a real challenge, isn't it? So what's God been teaching you through this?
I think God has been teaching me a lot about human limitation, knowing that I'm a bit of a perfectionist and having everything the way that I like it, or noticing little small mistakes that I get a little frustrated at, knowing that God doesn't require my perfection in order to be honored and glorified. I think that's been a real humbling lesson that I've learned over these last few months.
Okay, that's great. See, that you feel you've been growing this season, even though it's been challenging. Is there a part of the Bible that has actually helped you through this last 12 weeks?
I think as I've been editing pretty much 3 to 4 days a week, it's been actually quite taxing on my physical and my emotional state. But I think the passage 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 16 to 18 has been really helpful for me, and I'll just read it here. Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. I think, becoming more exhausted and more tired every week, having to continually edit and record, for the past 4 months has been pretty hard just physically on me, but knowing that I have a greater hope in the future that we have in the presence of God in heaven has really kept me, motivated to continue doing this, and just keeping my eyes on what's the real prize.
And I'm pretty sure many people who are watching this have been really blessed and encouraged by the work you've been doing the last 12 weeks, and so I'm pretty sure that your part in the last 12 weeks has significantly helped our people grow at Grace Point. In fact, I suspect many others have actually tuned in and have been encouraged by what we've been able to put out. So I just wanted you to know that. Now I'm going to start to get behind the scenes. Some people have asked, what actually happens behind the scenes? At some point, we'll probably do a tour of the Hall 2, which has been turned into a studio, so you actually begin to see what that actually looks like. We might not do it right now, but I want to get behind the scenes. Adrian, look, some people have asked, what's the process in getting the pre-recorded live stream up and ready each week? Maybe walk us through what actually happens, right? So try that one. How about that one? Yeah, explain to us.
Yeah, so I probably spend about 1 day a week coming in to the Grace Point studio, I like to call it now, to film either sermons, Bible reading, prayer, anything you kind of see in the pre-recorded live streams. And then about maybe 3-4 days editing the actual live stream, putting things together. And the bulk of that time actually goes into changing sound levels. What you hear even now is not just the raw recorded sound. I've actually gone in and changed the levels of almost every sentence.
And that's because some of our pastors, our Bible readers, our musicians, some of them are louder, some of them are softer, some of them yell when they shouldn't be yelling because they're recording to camera. Oh, thank you for that. And so it's quite challenging to actually do all that, so it comes together.
Yeah, it is. And then even on the Sunday, I have to run a backup live stream just in case, because that 1 week our Facebook live stream actually failed on us. So I'm actually kind of a little bit on duty on Sundays as well. I'm just making sure that We have a backup live stream running about a minute behind the actual premiere, just in case.
So a fair few things actually go into that. Now, things are going to change in the next few weeks. One of the things that are changing is over July, we are looking to bring people back for small gatherings on site, not just here at Lidcombe, but possibly at Burwood as well. But one of the things that's changing is we are looking to actually not do the pre-recording, but to actually do a real live stream where our Bible readers will be live, our music will be live, our preachers will actually be live, but that will still be streaming, which means we need to put together a new Sunday ministry team to help us do this. So Adrian's going to tell us a bit about what we actually need. What do we actually need? Because what are we actually going to do?
Yeah, so we're kind of looking for a small bunch of people who would be willing to kind of serve through monitoring the live stream, similar to what I do currently. But because it's in real time, you will be coming into the hall and you'll be kind of operating a computer and a couple of cameras. Even though this sounds a little bit intimidating, trust me, it'll be really easy to teach. So if you are interested in serving this way, let one of us know and we'll be in contact with you.
So this will be a team to actually help run the live stream, which will be at 10 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock. Do you need any technical skills? What sort of skills do people need?
If you know how to use a computer, you should be okay. That should be most of you, but there are definitely technical skills that we can teach you. It's nothing that you should be afraid of. And I feel a lot of people are scared of serving on OHP or sound because they think it's super technical, but this stuff is actually pretty easy to teach. So definitely, if you're keen, let one of us.
So this is a new media ministry. It would require coming in at 10 or 4 o'clock, depending which team you're involved in. And that would actually help us run the Sunday live stream, which will actually broadcast our service live, not just to our people who will be meeting in homes, but our people who might be meeting on our different sites at 10 and 4 o'clock to do church. And that would actually be a tremendous way to actually serve them as we come out of the COVID season and we think of how we can actually better regather. Okay. Adrian, thank you very much. Maybe we have time. We'll show you what the studio actually looks like. These guys will walk around with a camera and introduce you to a few things, or maybe some pictures will actually pop up. As we say at Grace Point, we're not a people without hope. We're not a people without God, and we're certainly not a people without a community. Together, as part of our community at Grace Point, we seek to make much of Jesus. We seek to actually express our love for each other, and we seek to reach our city and our world, and this is one of the ways we're seeking to do it. And so if we don't see you face to face, we'll certainly see you on the live stream and the Sunday broadcast. God bless you guys. We'll see you sometime.